Well, good morning. As we do every Sunday, we start off with hymn number 188, Come, Come, Whoever You Are. If you want to look at the music, it's in the gray hymnal. Otherwise, I invite you to rise and body your spirit and join in us singing. Let's get the service started.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this multi-platform service at Second Unitarian Church of Omaha. My name is Pam Curtis Smith. I'm an aging female. My pronouns are she, her. I'm standing at a pulpit to present our worship service to you today. Reverend Juniper is preaching at another church, so there are several other people who will be joining me to guide us in our worship today. This Sunday, we're celebrating Pride. Yesterday was the Pride Parade and Festival. I'm sure many of you attended. It was a beautiful day. I hope you had a good time, and it was a meaningful event for you. Jamie alerted me to a symbol of hope that they had at the booth at the festival yesterday, where people were able to tie fabric and make a wish for hope, a wish of hope. And that loom is on display at the back table if you'd care to take a look at it. Sorry, she sprung this on me about 2 minutes ago, so you know. But it is there for you to observe and see how many people participated. It's pretty amazing. The worship theme for the rest of July is the Summer of Powerful Love. So you can look forward to whatever that joyful theme is going to bring us. I'd also like to extend a special welcome to those of you who are visiting us in search of a spiritual home. Our small congregation is growing and changing as new people find us. We gather here to connect with others, to challenge our thinking, and to create meaning in our lives. We're glad you've chosen to join us on this journey. And if you care to learn more about 2U and about Unitarian Universalism, there is a Just the Basics session following the service. It'll be held in the minister's office, so you can join in with that if you'd care to. This congregation practices whole family worship, and we work to be radically welcoming and accessible to people of all ages and abilities. You are encouraged to move your body as you need to during the worship. We have activity bags and fidget toys available in the back of the sanctuary for anybody to use. Please silence and put away your cell phones and do what you need to do to be comfortable here in this space and to be fully engaged with the service. Each week, elements of the service that are recorded are posted in a video link on our website, so you can share that with friends and family and anybody that you want to. Later on, you don't have to record it yourself. Now, as our first act of worship, I invite you to turn and greet each other. For those of you joining us on Zoom, good morning. Sorry, I haven't acknowledged you yet. But we invite you to unmute yourselves and join in the joyful chaos that is Sunday morning. Let's put a pause on those conversations for now. You can pick them up where you left off later on during coffee and conversation. And Zoom participants, you can join a chat room. Is that what it's called? Chat room after the service and participate too. Breakout room, that's what it's called. I knew chat room was wrong. In the sunken living room. Tom said that's the 70s. So yeah, I'm old. The flaming chalice is a symbol of Unitarian Universalism identity. lighting the chalice signals the entry of this gathered community into a sacred space. As we light the chalice created specifically for our church from a former member, I'd like to share these words by, and I'm sorry for however the name is pronounced, Hannah Roberts Villeneuve. Will you light our chalice, please, Tom? This poem is called A Protest and a Party. People sometimes ask, is pride a protest or a party? And the answer is yes, of course, yes. And why not? Why not rejoice as we resist, dance as we demand change, celebrate as we create community that delights in all of who we are? So bring all of that with you this morning. Bring your policy demands, bring your glitter, bring your Supreme Court broken heart, bring your rainbow socks, bring the emptiness you feel for our siblings gone too soon. Bring your Gloria Estefan remix, bring your tender hope for change, bring your most garish eyeshadow. Bring your spirit, tattered and battered by a world that seems insistent on choosing fear and hate. Gather up all these things and bring them here to a place where we don't have to shoulder these burdens or celebrate these joys alone. Come, let us worship together. In our free church tradition, the boundaries of our community are determined by commitment and participation rather than by a creed. Our covenant, which is the promises we make to each other regarding how we will be as a community of faith, is part of what it means to be Unitarian Universalist. Please join together in this covenant, adapted from the words of James Villa Blake, as Sarah shares the words on the screen. Thank you, Sarah. Love is the spirit of this church, the quest for truth, our sacrament, and this is our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to another believe more fully in life. Since Spanish is the second most commonly spoken language in the United States, we acknowledge this and we honor the people for whom it is their first language by reciting the covenant together in Spanish. El amor es el espíritu de nuestra iglesia, la búsqueda de la verdad, nuestro sacramento. Y esto es nuestro acuerdo, que convivamos en paz, que busquemos la verdad en el amor y que nos ayudemos uno al otro a creer más en la vida. Pa Wei Tu was born in a refugee camp in Thailand and immigrated to the United States at the age of 14. She earned a bachelor's degree in biology from the University of Nebraska at Omaha and later completed her master's in public health at Concordia University. In recognition of her impact and leadership, the Cairn Society of Nebraska honored her as one of the extraordinary and powerful women of 2022. I welcome Pabwe to our pulpit to share some information about our Share the Plate partner this month and next month, which is Restoring Dignity.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Wetu, and I am here on behalf of Restore Dignity, a local organization that helps refugee families resettle in Omaha, not only for survive, but truly thrive. Many of our family we serve has spent many years in refugee camp, and some of them their entire life living in the refugee camp. When they arrive in the Omaha, they face brand new world with unfamiliar system. Sometimes as simple as cleaning kitchen can feel overwhelming. Most of the family grow up only use one bar of soap for cleaning everything, laundry, dishes, body wash, and everything. That is why we provided one-on-one home visit where we teach family how to use American products so they can use them safely and effectively. As we walk along with this family, we discover another urgent need, fire safety education. Most families, they never see or use fire extinguishers, or heard about smoke alarm before. Terms like stop, drop, and roll, or carbon monoxide, those are the terms that are familiar to them. So we began to teach family basic skill, like how to use fire extinguishing, what to do when your smoke alarm go off, and how to create fire escape plan. Most of the family we work with took this knowledge to heart. A week after one of the family training, there's a fire broke out in the family backyard. Without panicking, the family grabbed the fire extinguisher that we provided to them, and they was able to put the fire out before it spread. Thanks to what they learned, they are not only protect their own home, but possibly save their neighbor life too. Last year, we see many refugee families are starting buying a home because their dream is to own a home. We began teaching them how to take care of their home, like how to check air filter, how to adjust water heater, and unclog duct, sink, and toilet. These everyday skills are much more than just a task. They are tools to empower the family to live independently with their pride. At Restore Dignity, we believe that education restore confidence, skill, and restore hope, and community restore dignity. Thank you for your support on our mission and the brave family we work with every day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pabwe. I learned a lot. Thank you, Mage. And now I'd like to invite Lily Sharp to the pulpit to share a reading. It is called Prayer Addressing the Rainbow Robe of La Santa Muerta.
Good morning. My name is Lily Sharp, and my pronouns are she, her. Oh, La Santísima, glowing bone white beneath your dazzling, richly arrayed robe, whose colors speak to the vibrancy and the beauty of the gift of life, both earthly and eternal, I honor you. To you I give my thanks and praise for the sheer joy of being alive. To you I give my thanks and praise for the gifts of my senses, housed in my very own body, which allows me to fully experience this world as my sovereign self. To you I give my thanks and praise for my questing mind and its ability to discover new worlds and to be receptive to your wisdom and guidance. To you I give my thanks and praise for all the material blessings, those that already surround me and those that are on their way, Ashe, that lay the foundation for my life, health, and well-being. To you I give my thanks and praise for all the ways that love uplifts me every day, and the giving and sending of soul-nourishing, fear-breaking, heart-mending love. May I be a more perfect vessel of your love, every moment of every day and throughout the quiet hours of the night. Love, blessed love, expanding from the center of my being and radiating outwards to all whom I meet. It is my prayer that by meeting me, all people encounter you and feel the loving presence at the heart of your mysteries. For both the living and the dead, love is the gateway to your truth. Oh, mi Flaquita, to you I give my thanks and praise for the opportunity to be here now and marvel at the majesty of this perfectly created universe, knowing I play an important role in the beautiful unfolding of it all during my lifetime and beyond it, rejoicing that my spiritual essence is made up of and will continue to evolve into light. Luz, luz, luz. Your rainbow robe is a powerful reminder of these and many other truths, none which I take for granted. Your kaleidoscope of colors whirls into infinity, as does my own. Love for you and my deepest thanks for who you are. Viva la Santísima. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It really takes a big family to do this service. Now I invite you to participate in our ritual of altar building. Altar building is something that Reverend Juniper brought to us when she became our minister, and we relish in doing it even when she's not here. I do have a lovely assistant here, so I can just stay at the microphone. I will say right now, there are, the stations are reproduced in the back, which Zoom people can't see, but there are flowers and everything on the back table too. So first we have stones and a vessel of water. If you have something heavy weighing on your heart, take a stone, feel its weight in your hand, feel gravity pulling it back to the center. Transfer some of that heart weight you are carrying to the stone, and when you're ready, release it into the waters, let it go, even if it's just for this hour. Next, we have flowers of fellowship. If you would like to thank someone, to welcome someone new, or if you think you'd like to receive the gift of a flower for yourself, please take one and share it. We have candles. If you wish to shine a light on something in your life in celebration or appreciation, take a stick, give the stick to the flame, give the flame to a candle, and then extinguish the stick fully in the salt. Yeah, we don't want to use the fire extinguisher today. And by the window, we have a book of life. It's your book of life where you can express what's on your heart, anonymously or not. For friends on Zoom, you can use the chat box. It's your chat box of life, so you can share as with the book. As with the book, I will share the words that are written into, incorporated in an extemporaneous prayer of the people as we conclude altar building today. Our offering box is there by the window as well, and some more information about restoring dignity, which Pabwe Hutu shared with us. You can, I don't have this, hang on. You can drop some money in the box. You can use the QR code on the order of service, or you can go old school and mail a check to the church. Please share the plate in the memo line if you do write a check so that we know how to distribute your funds. And please give generously to our church and to the Restoring Dignity group. I don't know what else to call them. Anything you give is much appreciated. There's also, in addition to all of these stations here and in the back, a whiteboard on the wall if you want to draw something, write something, express yourself in some way. You can feel free to do that. So you can choose to visit any or all of these. You can remain in your seat. That's just as a sacred a space as any of the rest of them. And for friends on Zoom, you're invited to create a sacred space in your home as well. Come, let us build our altar together. Spirit of life that holds us all through our ups and our downs, in our joys and in our sorrows, in all the complexities of our lives, hear these prayers of the people. And now I'll invite Carla Bill Kuhn up to the pulpit, to share a reflection.
Good morning, Carla Bill Kuhn, and my pronouns are she, her. Pride in ourselves, our community, and our history. That pretty much sums it up for me. Well, I'll keep talking. There's more than that. There's even pride that even during the parade yesterday, our fun little car decided to give up on us just before we entered the parade, the real parade route, but it was still a great pride. We still got to see the parade, and it was fun. But pride, surely for myself, but for this community, is more about what I feel this pride, and specifically really about this community's support for Oates. Oates has been meeting here. Oates is a group for trans, queer, non-binary, gender non-conforming, whatever, youth and adults that meet here the third Saturday of every month. And it's been going on since 2012. Sherry Cody, Marianne Chisholm, Ferial Pearson, and Tammy Hunter and myself met in 2011, thought it might be a good idea. We thought maybe it'd work, maybe it wouldn't. And it's still going on. We have a few members every time. And it's grown, and it's been an opportunity to provide a space for those that just don't feel comfortable where they might have in their family or with their friends. And I think somewhere Amon Pearson is here, or she was earlier. She's downstairs. So I would say Amon is probably the longest term participant in Oates. Ferial Pearson was a teacher at South High School, and there really wasn't a place, she noticed there really wasn't a place for a lot of the kids who were gender nonconforming, queer, to meet with others who might share their interests or just share their feelings. At the time, schools were having GSAs, or a gay straight alliance, but some of the gender nonconforming and trans and queer presenting kids just didn't fit in. So this is how we started. We met the first time February 8th, 2012, and we came up with some guidelines that we thought, and some of these are from the kids. You'll know which ones they were. It was confidentially respectful listening, no mean cackling, speak from your own experience, assume the best intent, don't assign people labels, respect silences. Oh, and the best one is party on, dudes. But really, this was made possible by the fact that for a long time, this church has supported a welcoming congregation. And it's been recently renewed just last year. So it's something that this community and church has always supported. Oates just happened to be the recipient of this congregation's love and respect and support. Oates stands for Open Arms Trans Social Group. And we have had a website, we had a Facebook page, but as time goes on, many of our younger members don't participate in so much in using web pages anymore. We had a web page for about 2 years, and as I tracked the stats on the web page, we'd get about 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 hits a month. So we've changed over time, and mostly now we reach out through Discord. But it has been a community where the members could ask your questions, could share your struggles and your hopes, where you could give and receive support, and where you won't feel alone. It's just to provide a safe and welcoming space for transgender youth, children, their friends, families, and we just talk, share common experiences. We've had talent shows, poetry readings. We had a pajama party once. We've had Christmas parties. It's been a lot of fun. We almost lost it during COVID. All the participants, most of which at the time were kids or school-age kids, had Zoom fatigue. So while we tried to keep Oates going over Zoom, sometimes we would have 5 Oates coordinators and 2 participants. So we made it, but it was barely lost, almost lost. But I think something really important about all of this is the inclusion that and the welcoming that this community has done for those who are not part of the traditional gender-conforming community. And Oates is, for me, a very special part of that, has been a very special part of that. And I think of this place as being very welcome. And it's wonderful for me to have been a part of Oates. And I felt the first time when I came in this community, not being sure about whether or not I would be accepted, I sat next to Al Harrison over there on that side, and I was a little unsure of myself and wondered what folks would think. And the only thing, my answer to that question was when Al said, after standing up and singing, he says, "I only have one question for you. Why aren't you singing up front with the group?" I took that as being very inclusive. So it's just that this community is supportive. It's about ballot initiatives, support for LGBT community, marginalized communities in general, and being something bigger. And for me, it gives me a chance to be something bigger than myself. Because alone, I don't think I could do very much. I'd be very small. But really, Unitarian Universalist in this congregation has a history of showing up and pride. And I'm happy to say pride in this community. And that is here for myself and all of us. Thank you. Thank you. Reverend Meadows is speaking at Countryside Community Church this morning, and we don't have a message from Reverend Juniper, but I'll invite the dulcet singers up to join in our closing song.
Sarah, I'd like you to share the words for our chalice extinguishing as we end our service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And also share the slide for doxology, which you may recognize from last week. Sorry, it's a repeat. Praise love from which all goodness shines. Praise freedom lifted to the sky. Praise the fires of the mind. Praise all the joy we've yet to find. And now, before I let you go, I'd like to remind you that this is the second Sunday of the month, and so Don and Millie's will share some of the money generated by lunch or dinner there. If you go eat there, just tell them that you're with Second Unitarian Church, and our church will benefit from that purchase of lunch. Also, Just the Basics, if you want to join in for the class Just the Basics, you can do that. After you get your coffee, have some conversation, and then go to the minister's office. And I believe that's it. For our benediction, I have a poem by Reverend William F. Schultz called "This is the Mission of Our Faith." This is the mission of our faith, to teach the fragile art of hospitality, to revere both the critical mind and the generous heart, to prove that diversity need not mean divisiveness, and to witness to all that we must hold the whole world, in our hands. Thank you. Go in peace.